Congratulations, you've got your HUD home store registration and you can go ahead and bid on properties. Let's find one to do just that with. Okay, so you've gone to HUDhomestore.com. You're searching properties in South Carolina, and I would say Richland County. You don't have to do any further detail than that. So let's search and see what we've got there. Okay, we have 4 properties available in Richland County. As you can see, they're in no particular order, price-wise, or even area-wise, but they do indicate in the listing period, this is an important column for you to take a look at, whether they're in the exclusive listing period or extended. Exclusive means to you that owner-occupants, nonprofits, and government agencies can purchase this, which means that your investor client is out of luck. They're going to have to wait and hope that nobody in these groups purchases the house first. In the extended time frame, anybody can bid. So this is where your investors need to be. Let's take a look at the exclusive listing that we have here. Typically, exclusive listings are exclusive anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. So this one, there's time remaining of 14 hours, 9 minutes, meaning we're probably in the last day of the exclusive listing period. It was listed on the 27th of September, so it's likely going to open up to investors tomorrow. There's some basic information in here about the house. As you can see, there are pictures. We have an amenities tab. Doesn't tell us a ton. These addenda, there are going to be a bunch of addenda. You're going to need to complete many of them, but it kind of depends on your client as to which package you're going to be completing there. But the rest of these you'll likely be completing. Okay, let's go back to the property information and notice that it's fairly basic. So what I always like to do is go to MLS and check out the listing there as well. Okay. So here we are. Same property, same list price. Now we know what the schools are. We know a little bit of information in a little bit more detail. As we would in any MLS listing. Agent remarks, these are important regarding how to show the property. You need to follow the instructions. Then it discusses how you submit the offer on HUD Home Store, which we are about to do. Okay. See, there is also an HOA. So with a $100 a year HOA fee, I would go ahead and call and double check that. This is a relatively new listing. You would hope that this would be accurate, but I never ever trust. I always verify. Okay, let's go back. So now we're about to make an offer. Your client is ready. Let's do this. So submit an offer. Okay, so now we're ready to submit an offer. What type of NAID are we? We're the selling broker. What's the NAID number? Don't forget, it's on Paperless Pipeline under the Reference tab. Okay. License number. Okay. And no, I am not a robot. Okay. Notice 15 minutes you have to gather this bid. Actually, I should probably go back real quick because there was some interesting information on that previous page. Okay, I can't. There. You have 15 minutes to complete your bid. Read this section in red. Just that way you will have compiled everything that you need prior to putting this bid together. All right. Purchaser's name, address, phone number, cell number. Okay, pay attention. Social security number or a tax ID number. Okay, so if this is an owner-occupant, you are going to need their social security number. And if this is an investor and they have an LLC or a company through which they are making this purchase, then you need that tax ID number. You're also going to need to know who will be doing the closing. So which attorney will be closing this transaction. Okay, so now let's go back and do this one more time. I just wanted to point that out, that it does spell out for you the information that you need, and you're going to want to have it at the ready because you have just 15 minutes to get this bid submitted. There's plenty of other paperwork to be done as things move forward in the process, but you need to get this initial information in there. Okay. Okay. So the agreed purchase price of the property, we'll put 90. And I'm going to say paying cash. Okay. Basically, you could ask for closing costs. I would suggest not doing that. Okay. So there's going to be a commission, and okay, that should be 3% right there. So the net amount due seller. Okay, notice that's the net amount that HUD would be receiving. Okay, we don't even have to click it because we're still in the exclusive period here. So it's an owner occupant. Okay, and then you have to attest to whether this offer can be held, or if your client is going to move on if HUD does not accept this bid. Let's say that they can hold on to it. Okay, so now it's time to answer some questions in here. Do you have any ties to HUD? No. Okay. Is the buyer an agent? Is the buyer you? Are you the one buying this? No. Okay. Notice, if it is you, there's no commission paid. Okay. And so now you're going to do the individual social. You're going to type in the social, the first name, the last name, address. These are the current address, zip code, email address, phone. And then you want to put whatever attorney it is you're going to use. Okay. And then you're going to continue. And when you press continue, that's essentially it. It's going to say, okay, there you go. Bid has been submitted. That's essentially the process. Then you will be able to check bid results on this screen, and you will either use the property case number, you will use the county, the city, and you will check on the bid that you have submitted. You should receive a response relatively quickly. If there is a counteroffer, then there's another process that you will need to then go through to complete the bid and get the house, and then there will be a lot more paperwork. So in the meantime, while you're doing all this, wouldn't be a bad idea to get a state contract started and have your client ready to sign a contract that you can give to them once you come up with the final price, because what you bid here is not going to be the final price. HUD is going to come back with a counter, and that is going to be the amount that they want to make out of this deal. So in this previous page, you saw that HUD was going to net, well, all my numbers are gone now, but HUD was going to net, if we made an offer of 90 with 0 closing costs, HUD would net 84.6. Okay, HUD probably wants to net 90 out of this. So they're going to let you know that basically, and you can adjust your numbers If your buyer is prepared to do that, you adjust the sales price, you adjust the commission, you adjust the closing costs that you're asking them to pay, whatever the numbers are, you have to adjust it to get to that figure. And they're going to be very specific with that figure. It's not going to be $90,000. It's going to be $90,107. There's going to be some number that they come up with that you have to hit. Then you can find a way to win that bid. Once that's done, then other paperwork will begin to come along. That's when you can draw up the state contract. They will tell you what documents they need along the way. There will be lists. They will say, upload this now, upload this now. It is a process, but they will guide you through it. But this is how you make the initial bid on HUD Home Store.